Hey, have you thought about real estate, but you haven't gotten involved because you thought it was really risky? Well, the truth is, you could be taking the biggest risk of all by not getting involved. Hi, my name is Matt Theriault. I am CEO of Epic Real Estate, and what we do here is we show people how to invest in real estate with an emphasis on retiring early. You know, when I was younger, I remember being told all the time. I came from a very conservative family. They all had a big emphasis on going to school, and you had to get good grades with the intent of you're gonna graduate, you're gonna go to a great college, graduate, you're gonna get a good job, and then you're gonna go out and buy your house, and you wanna pay it off as soon as possible, and you wanna max out that 401k, and whatever you have left over, you wanna invest in stocks and bonds and mutual funds. And that has been the very safe advice that's been handed down from generation to generation for a really, really long time. But the problem is, if you look at the statistics, it is literally failing 99% of the population. And that's not my opinion. That's an actual fact. That's an actual statistic from the Department of Health and Human Services. The stats, the numbers are pointing towards that is the worst advice you could possibly be taking. And the irony there is most people are following that advice thinking they're doing the safe thing. The truth is, in the world that we're living right now, with the speed that it's progressing and the amounts of information that is being created and distributed on a daily basis, there is no safe space to operate. You know, there's a famous quote by Eric Hoffer, and I might butcher this a little bit, but it says something to the extent that the learners will inherit the earth, while the unlearned will find themselves beautifully equipped to survive in a world that no longer exists. So to really simplify it, we've all been taught the safe way is to save, to save our money. In today's new world, the path that's going to get people to where they want to go is to shift that focus from saving these mountains of money to creating streams of money. It's the monthly residual income, the money producing assets that is going to create the freedom that everybody thinks that they're striving for. And not only is it going to create that with greater certainty, it's going to do it literally 10 times faster. And I know that sounds a little bit like a number I just pulled out of thin air, but actually I've done the math. I've extrapolated out on a spreadsheet. It is 10 times faster. And that 10 times faster number actually is not just even a spreadsheet scenario, it's my life story. You know, when I got out of the Marine Corps and I spent the next 15 years of my life in the music business, did really well for myself, but then the digital download came along, just kind of turned that whole industry upside down. I had to start over. I had to start from scratch at the age of 34. I'd literally gone from a 7-figure year to $7 an hour. And after just a little bit of thinking and strategizing about how I was going to recreate myself, I stopped focusing on making these mountains of money. I started focusing on making these streams of money. And by having a concerted effort on just pushing my expenses down as low as I could and getting that passive income from my real estate to get as high as I could, I literally accomplished in 4 years what 99% of the population is failing to do in 40 years. That's where the 10 times math comes around. And I think back now, if I were to do it all over again, I could have done it a lot faster. And I certainly didn't want to go start over to prove that I could do it faster, but I started sharing this with people and watching them do it. You know, like Parker Stiles and Corey Kendig and Mackenzie, all of them, they followed my instruction. And not only did they do it in 4 years, they did it much less, like in just a little over a year. So what it really comes down to is just following a proven path, a proven methodology. And just imagine, what would that look like if you started shifting your mindset from this saving to this creating streams of income? So just think what that would look like and what type of impact that could have on your whole family tree, on your legacy. You could be the catalyst in your family to start creating financial freedom that we all dream about, that we all pursue, but unfortunately we're just pursuing it down a broken system. Now you've got the new system. Share it with your family.
What up, and I'ma sing your song. What up, and I'ma get your. What up, and I'ma smoke your. What up, and we gon' get along. What up with me right now? Goddamn, shut the shit right down.